Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams coming in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. Powers through the tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
The gain moves the ball to the 3rd and 4.
Great job by the offense. Opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Picks up the first, looking for more. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, when the running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The 8th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. Can he get there on the ground? Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 18 set to kick this one off.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Got the first down, now looking for more. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And they finally grab a huge return coverage team. Lucky he didn't score there. The offense starts with excellent field position. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
And that jet sweep back. So much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Miami 7.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Strong game by this quarterback. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
21, Miami, 7.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Double right. Ready.
They're going to run it here. Fights through the tackle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Good job up front by this offensive line. Good hard running with this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain,
and that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Moving right through the contact. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, tie.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Miami, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's York. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Running back with the carry. Picks up 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's York. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
You've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Important 2nd down play coming up. To the air. It's Robinson. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it right near the end zone. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Alabama. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
14.
Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do. Defense is coming after him.
Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-1. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Tailback with another carry. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's a toss play to the right. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Miami.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Dropping back. It's Robinson. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he released it. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But at that time, finally the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. To throw, it's Robinson. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Looking for a deep completion. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Pressure is coming. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring out the third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets rid of it on the move. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Miami offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all.
Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Brings up third down.
Important third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Back to throw. It's Robinson. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, tied. And the beatdown continues.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
56, Miami, 21.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Canes. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here's the second down play. Press coverage now from these DBs. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They'll run it here. Running with purpose. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Second down.
Now it's second down here. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Dropping back, it's Robinson. Makes a quick grab. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Got it.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 56, Miami 28.
Okay, ready?
This is the 6th play on the drive.
Black 24. Black 24. Cricket. Acorn. Acorn.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on third down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion in a first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The shotgun handoff here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. The Hurricanes come to the line to run the hurry up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown for the U.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Now here comes the point-after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. And this one is getting ugly.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back, it's Robinson. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Caught, completion. And he's brought down there. Getting set, here's second down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing the press. Looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. An important third down attempt for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25. Receiver in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pocket breaking down. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Robinson. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on this scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Running a quarterback sneak here. Touchdown, Bama. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Miami, 35.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets a start for the next drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
A crucial third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28.
Here we go.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty.
On the set.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Robinson. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And now another deep ball here. They took one last extra shot, but time runs out.